It started with one of the most dramatic opening moves in modern military history. On the 28th of February 2026, the United States and Israel launched their war against the Islamic Republic of Iran. And on day one, the world woke up to reports that Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, had been killed.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Inna lillah و انا الیه راجعون. ملت بزرگ ایران، روح بلند پیشوای ملت بزرگ ایران و پیشقراول امت اسلامی حضرت امام خامنه ای با نوشیدن شهد گوارای شهادت در ماه مبارک رمضان به ملکوت اعلا پیوست.
The shockwaves were immediate. Across Iran, people poured into the streets, some in mourning, some in celebration. Around the world, one question was on everyone's lips. Had the United States and Israel just achieved regime change from the air? The short answer is no. Within days, Iran had a new supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei, the son of the killed leader, stepped into the role, and the Islamic Republic kept standing. But here is what is important. The new supreme leader has been governing this war very differently from his father. Mojtaba Khamenei has not been seen or heard from in public since the conflict began, leading to significant speculation that he may have been seriously wounded. His communications have come through statements read out on state television, carefully controlled, carefully worded. So what is Iran actually saying? In his most recent statement, the new supreme leader made several significant declarations that are worth breaking down one by one. First, the Strait of Hormuz. Iran says it will move management of this critical waterway into, quote, a new phase. The Strait of Hormuz is the narrow passage through which roughly a fifth of the world's oil passes. Blocking it or disrupting it would send global energy markets into free fall. This is Iran's biggest economic pressure point against the West, and they are signaling they are prepared to use it more aggressively.
تک تک صدمات وارد شده و خونبهای شهیدان و دیه جانبازان این جنگ را طلب خواهیم کرد و حتما مدیریت تنگه هرمز را به مرحله جدیدی وارد خواهیم نمود.
Second, Iran insists it is not seeking war but will not surrender its rights. This is the classic language of a state that is hurting but does not want to appear weak. Third, and this is striking, the statement calls on Iran's Arab neighbors to, quote, stand in the right place. This is a direct appeal to the wider region. Iran is trying to activate its network of allied militias and sympathetic governments across the Middle East. And finally, the statement tells Iranians to stay on the streets despite, and this is key, quote, negotiations with the enemy. That phase confirms what many have suspected, that some form of back-channel talks are already happening, even as the bombs continue to fall. So where does that leave us? The US and Israel came into this war with a clear strategy: take out the leadership, paralyze the state, and force a collapse or capitulation. 5 weeks in, that has not happened. Iran has a new leader, the regime is still functioning, and Iran is now claiming it is the definite victor of the war. That claim should be taken with caution. States in conflict rarely admit they are losing, but the fact is that Iran is still standing, still communicating, and still threatening to escalate in the Strait of Hormuz. That tells you that this war is far from over. And with negotiations on the horizon in Pakistan, the world is watching. Trump stood in the White House briefing room this week and said, "We won." Iran's supreme leader is saying the exact opposite.
برای نهایی کردن جزئیات مذاکرات در اسلام آباد انجام شود تا ظرف حد اکثر 15 روز با نهایی شدن جزئیات پیروزی ایران در میدان در مذاکرات سیاسی نیز تثبیت گردد.
Somewhere between those two statements lies the truth, and the rest of the world is watching very carefully to find out which one is closer to reality.